Inwardly, I said to myself, "Let it be now. Let it be now." And by this phrase, I was already moving towards a decision. I'd almost taken it, and then I did not do so. I was hesitating whether to die to death or live to life. Ingrained evil had more hold over me than unaccustomed good. And the nearer approached the moment of time when I would become different, the greater the horror of it struck me. But it did not thrust me back nor turn me away, but left me in a state of suspense. So I stood up, and I threw myself down somehow under a certain fig tree, and let my tears flow freely. For I felt my past to have a grip on me. It uttered wretched cries. How long? How long is it to be? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Why not now? Why not an end to my impure life in this very hour? As I was saying this and weeping in the bitter agony of my heart, suddenly I heard a voice from a nearby house, chanting as if it might be a boy or a girl, I do not know which, saying and repeating over and over again, "Pick up and read. Pick up and read." At once my countenance changed, and I began to think intently whether there might be some sort of children's game in which such a chant is used, but I could not remember having heard of one. I checked the flood of tears and stood up. I interpreted it solely as a divine command to me to open the book and read the first chapter I might find. So I hurried back to the place where my friend Alpius was sitting. There I had put down the book of the Apostle Paul. I seized it, opened it, and in silence read the first passage on which my eyes lit. Not in riots and drunken parties, not in eroticism and indecencies, not in strife and rivalry, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ and make no provision for the flesh in its lusts. I neither wished nor needed to read further. At once, with the last words of this sentence, it was as if a light of relief from all anxiety flooded into my heart, and all the shadows of doubt were dispelled.